What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Benchviews Sport Show. Myself, Joey, got Niko to my right, Carlos over there to my left, and we got a very, very, very special guest with us today, Mr. R2R.
Hey. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
As you can see, you know we come to represent the tune, Newcastle United. Also, I want to give you your flowers as well because you've been rocking with the page since the beginning, innit?
Yeah, of course.
And even from when the page got deleted and that, he was one of the first to
I was
big
reposting it, all of that.
So now man's got to give you flowers and respect for that, man.
Come on, man. That's my source. Like when I need to know something, straight to where I go to.
I love for that, man. Appreciate you still. But yeah, let's get straight into it, innit? Title race, start with top of the table, Arsenal. Weird to say that these days, I can't even lie, but 2-2 West Ham. They let you get into that one, Carlos. Go on, bro.
Hey. I wouldn't say the game 2 halves because we bought it after 20 minutes probably, or half an hour, and then just... I don't even know what to say, man.
Stressed?
Yeah, lost for words, bro.
He ain't got the dog in him.
Yeah. Say what you said to me earlier.
He ain't got the dog in him, man.
What did you say before the penalty? Let's show me.
Show me got the dog in it.
Yeah, remember you said it earlier, innit?
Oh, no.
Oh, there's something in the air, bro. No beanie seagull, bro.
No beanie seagull, there's something in the air.
I feel it in the air, bro. I don't know, man. I think his legs just stiffened up and that pen, man. I obviously still back my boy because throughout the whole season, he's done a lot for us, man.
Of course.
I mean, he's scored important penalties. So I wouldn't put it past him to go and take it. Obviously, people are saying Jesus and that, but everyone's forgetting that the penalties that Saka's been taking, like against Liverpool, against City as well. A big game, so obviously you wouldn't put him past it. But yeah, man, I think the pressure really got to him this game. And throughout the whole game, he didn't really look himself. Like he wasn't really trying to take on people. Like he was always playing it back. Like just didn't see no conviction in him today.
Even against Liverpool last week as well, it was pretty much the same thing with him as well.
That last game, he was doing a lot of tracking back as well. Even today, he was tracking back most of the time. Like he wasn't really going forwards. And I think he should have came off.
Do you think a lot of people, not even just Arsenal, but everyone's just expecting him to step up, him being the star player of the season for you guys?
Man, do you know what I mean? If you want to be a world-class player and represent for your team, then...
Do you think that's getting to him?
Yeah, the moments where you have to... The moments there, you have to deliver.
That's what separates the best from
But a lot of the best
world-class
fluff penalties as well in the past.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is twice now in his career now. Everyone's saying all about let his country down, he's let his club down, do you know what I mean? But
No, but you never know, though. It could be a pivotal moment in the season, though. It could be.
It could be. But we've got another few more games to go, and then hopefully he can bounce back.
But I want to ask you as well, overall with Arsenal, like, do you think, like, the pressure's mounting on you, and that's why you lot have obviously lost two leads and drawn two games?
Like, do you know what I mean? We let West Ham back into the game. Like, we was dominating them, and then the next thing you know, it's not even like they were going long balls. Like, they were actually playing through us as well.
Yeah.
They could have won that.
They could have won the game,
They could have won, let alone a draw.
That header. Yeah, just little like the thing is, all the players that have been like pivotal for us, like the Ramsdale, Gabriel, Partey, Saka, Odegaard, that today they weren't really performing. Like Gabriel, that challenge, like the way he dived in. Obviously, he tried to pull up, but it's just panicked.
Yeah,
this might be another pressure burst.
Yeah, and then obviously that goal, that Bowen goal, everyone's saying that Ramsdale should have saved it.
He should have saved it.
When you look at the replays, I mean,
you got a hand to it, innit?
You got a hand to it, yeah.
I feel like the Liverpool game, it's Liverpool, innit? You could kind of even though you was 2-0 up, you could kind of accept it. But I don't know, the West Ham one, man.
Obviously, you got the minute, so
yeah, we gave you the blueprint.
You know what I mean? There's expectations, but it's just, and then obviously the in-game management. I think that's twice now. Showing his
inexperience.
Maybe inexperience, because again, like Martinelli, he was looking like the more lively out of the two wingers, and then he kept Saka. I don't know whether that's for like confidence. He doesn't want to drag him off after missing a pen and probably ruin his confidence, but I think he should have stayed. Martinez should have stayed on, and Jesus, I think he should have stayed on as well. Because at times he was showing that composure. Even though he was dropping deep, like I said, he knows how to retain the ball.
Yeah.
He was keeping the ball for us. Yeah, there's little things like that, man. It's just, I don't know.
What's your take on Partey as well? Because Partey, I think he had a horrible game today.
Yeah, he had a stinker, man.
Yeah,
you're gonna need him to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these players, they've got. Obviously, we've got a whole week now to prepare. Well, not obviously we play on Friday, but yeah, man, we've got the advantage. Like we've got like a few days now to just go back to training. Obviously, other teams are playing in Europe, like City. And yeah, man.
You got Southampton.
Yeah, on Friday.
Yeah. That's you'll win that.
This is what I'm saying. You're saying we'll win that.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is
You
why-
lot was saying there last week saying that they'll win
That's why,
today's
like,
game.
Obviously,
it's
he's
getting
not
to
here,
that
but
time
Chris will
now.
get onto me like I'm being negative, but bro, like we've shown in the past, like the teams we should be beating, when they get down to crunch time, we're shaky.
You're getting PTSD, aren't you?
Bro,
I hear it,
serious
though.
PTSD.
I
bro.
hear it though. But obviously after Southampton, you got Chipsters, obviously City, and then you got Newcastle as well. How do you think you're gonna fare with those fixtures as well?
Two away, by the way. The last
both
two
away
games.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Away from us in a bit.
It's mad.
like I said, Liverpool and today West Ham, we showed that we can pop. We could pop them. We literally popping them off the park, and then after I don't know what happens. I don't know what happened. Like you literally just crumbled.
Do you feel against West Ham today is 2-0 up? You got comfortable.
Probably, and then obviously again the little mistake. I think that mistake there again it shifted because obviously the crowd got all hyped up. You got people like Bowen, Rice like just running at us, like just showing us no respect. And obviously, I don't want to get onto Holding as well because he's done the right.
It's an easy scapegoat, isn't it?
It's an easy scapegoat, but then there's just a couple of times like I think when we're trying to play out, like he's always going back. Like, he's not really trying to like progress. Like I feel like with Saliba, he adds that bit of calmness.
Yeah.
Like throughout the whole season, like when we went Palace, like first game of the season, like he was just so relaxed. You know what I mean, he wasn't really crumbling, and yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of players were getting a bit nervous, like just trying to, like we was even scared to play ball.
Yeah.
Like we were just trying to knock it around, but like at times like we would try and turn and just try and go forward, but we weren't really doing that today, man. And again, even Arteta, like down to him, like the changes. Like Jorginho should have come on much earlier. Because even when he come on, like he sort of helped change again. Like he calmed it down.
Calm it down,
Calm it
yeah.
down,
Calmed
yeah,
it down.
That's
for
what he
us.
does, isn't it?
Yeah, he just calms it down
Yeah.
for us. Like, do you know what I mean? Gain our composure.
Yeah.
Trossard come on, changed it for us as well. Like he was actually trying. Like he was looking like he was trying to change something.
I asked you this as well during the game, but do you think Saka should have come off?
I said it, bro.
Saka definitely should have
He
come off. He should have
bro.
come off. He
Yeah.
should have come off still.
I think that Arteta was overthinking it to the point where he thinks,
Yeah.
oh, if I take Saka off after missing a pen,
Yeah, that's
it's going to down his confidence, and he wants to keep him on to try to get him a goal. But in these type of games, you need to be ruthless. I can't lie.
And then you're bringing in Ketty on like 2 minutes before
Yeah.
Game done.
game. Do you know what I mean? You can't, like, for a striker, you need a few minutes, obviously.
But it only takes one ball to come in
Yeah,
the box.
I hear
You're
it,
there
but
at the right time,
We
right
weren't even
place,
really-
and
We
boom.
weren't really doing that either. Like,
Yeah.
we weren't really trying to go.
I get why he done it.
Yeah, no, I
I
hear
get
it.
why he done it,
But-
but yeah, it didn't
Yeah, it
pan
didn't.
out
It
how
didn't. Yeah.
he probably thought.
Can we just say, Christian, this guy,
Yeah, he's left.
he's escaped today, right? He knew what was coming after the Liverpool result last week. I think he saw it, like the crumbling, the upper crumble coming.
But then you say that about 20 minutes, we was popped them, bro.
Yeah.
We literally popped them.
In that first 20 minutes, remember he was on the way to,
Yeah, he was on the
to
way,
Niko's,
like-
and we just like, raw, like how has this happened already? Like,
You know, I feel I
11 minutes in.
I said it to you guys as well. Like this happened like years ago as well. Like when Arsenal had to travel to West Ham, they were 2-0 up in the game, and Andy Carroll scored a hat trick that day, and you guys ended up drawing against West Ham. From that day, that title, you kept losing touch of it.
It was back to Liverpool as well. Their title challenge.
Exactly. Yeah.
Palace.
yeah.
So again,
these
it's
games,
just
it's these
how
games.
it's just how we come back, man. Obviously, it's twice now.
That's why
boy.
I asked you though. How do you think you're gonna fare when you obviously got to go to City and Newcastle as well? Like, how do you think you're gonna come out with that?
I'm obviously when we go see, I'm hoping, you know, when you're playing against a bigger team as well, you sort of rise to the occasion.
Turn up.
You turn up, so you have to turn up.
To be
So I'm hoping we can turn up, and then if we won today, I would have probably took a point at Etihad, but I think now we have to.
you have to
really
go there
for
and
it,
win,
man.
innit? You have to go there and win. That's what
We have to, bro.
You have to go there and win.
So wait, with their game, if they win their game in hand, they got a point behind you, and
They got
you got
another
to play.
They got another game in hand coming as well, don't they? Because they've got Sheffield on the weekend.
On the weekend, to them, we'll go to 2 games then. Is that what we're saying?
So in other words, Arsenal is like must win against Southampton.
Yeah.
Otherwise, 2 games, City chasing you. It's not looking good.
You're still in the driving seat.
No,
but it's just
100%.
just for how long?
Do you think they are though? I don't
No,
know.
no. In like, realistically, they are. They
Yeah.
if it was all level,
On
their
paper,
point,
on paper, they are. Yeah.
But yeah, they're not really, but they are.
No, it's true.
It's true, no,
It's
I see
true.
what
It's
you're
true. It's true.
But City are just
Yeah, man,
They're
like
just
I
on
said,
it.
Since
They're
Pep
flying.
changed that little formation, he tweaked it around, and I think that's been
But
key for them. Like,
you got to give credit to West Ham because I think like since that Newcastle game when they lost 5-1, and I've said last week as well, like they're gonna come and firing against Arsenal. I didn't expect them to win.
But we encouraged them though.
Yeah, but you can't take it away from West Ham.
No, you can't take it away from them,
put
but-
them to the sword straight away.
That's what I'm saying.
But do you know what? Like they was on us at first. Like we got the 2 goals, but the first half wasn't good for us. It weren't a great first half. We just got 2 goals.
Yeah.
And then like obviously they scored 2-1. I was like, oh, look at this. And then second half, we just
That's what I'm saying. You
done
put
what
them
we've
to the
done.
sword.
Yeah.
Like literally. And then again, the penalty.
The
I
penalty,
think
that-
would've killed the game.
That's a turning point, isn't it?
Yeah.
That could be a turning point in the title, though, not just the game. That could be.
Like I said, man, I'll keep faith in my boy Saka. I ain't gonna get on to him. I know everyone's waiting for us to fail. So
Do you know what? I just feel like I don't know. Like Arsenal's got a soft underbelly, man. Like,
this is what I'm saying. PTSD, bro. Like we've shown it before, bro. Like this is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say nothing. Like we're just gonna take this to the wire. If it gets to the wire now,
You think it's getting to the point where you lot feeling too sorry for yourselves now? Like you've come to lot. You flopped. Well, bolted it against Liverpool. Bolted it against now West Ham.
Yeah.
Like, you're feeling bad for. Like,
Pressure's
like,
mounting, man. The pressure's
like you shouldn't feel bad for yourself. You just.
and it is early in the season. We showed the bounce back because we bounced back against certain results. I think like the Brentford, Southampton. We bounced back. This time we're not really.
This is the business end now,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. It's crunch time.
I know it's different, but last year when you was going for Champions League, same thing happened.
no,
same
that's what I'm
thing.
saying.
Same thing.
We crumbled against Tottenham.
And look, it might even be a carbon copy again. They got to go up to Newcastle. You got to go to Newcastle again, and
And obviously the thing is, I would say probably start of the season expectation was Champions League. Obviously, as it's progressed, it's changed now. No, I'm saying that obviously it's changed now. It's changed. Obviously, the expectation.
No, I would have said that too. For them, just getting in the Champions League would have been.
It's changed.
no, but you can't come out
The
with that
season.
now.
No. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's like a little leeway, but I'm just like, obviously, it's
I hear
changed.
you. No, I hear you.
But regardless, obviously, everyone's gonna be getting on to us. Oh yeah, you lot flopped the
It's
title.
like,
But
yeah.
for us,
But you've met your targets, basically.
we met our target.
Yeah, you met your
We
target.
met our target. You know, we got
However,
Champions League.
in this so-called like incredible season for you guys, you could go this season without winning a trophy.
I know.
How do you feel about that though? Like,
You-
Listen. I don't care about FA Cup. I've done the FA Cup.
I hear
Been
it. I
there.
hear it.
You know,
But
you man, obviously you lot are still fighting for it. Carling Cup, I don't care about that, man, because that's what we're not after. We've done the FA Cup. We're not after the FA Cup no more. Yeah, I hear the little trophy celebration, whatever, but bro, we want.
Europa.
last question on Arsenal though. Yeah. So, argument's sake, you fumbled the league. Yeah. Is this a successful season for you?
On the yeah, of course. Obviously, like, but this is what I'm saying. The expectation has changed for us. Everyone's obviously because we've gone literally down almost to the wire now for the title. But I guarantee, if we wasn't in the race and wasn't that where you guys are right now, if we got second or third, everyone's gonna, no one will get onto us.
If it was if you guys didn't have the whole like 8-point lead at one point in the season, then it would have been like, if it was like 2 points the whole way through,
like I said,
then
what
yeah.
don't help is our fans.
Say it louder.
Fans don't help either. Saying, we've won the league, we've won this and that.
They are the worst. Like, you know what? Arsenal, I don't mind them as a club. I respect it, like obviously, and you guys play good football. Like over the years, they have been playing good football.
You're a United fan. You're not supposed to say that out loud though.
Well, like, there's always been like a sort of like I don't like Arsenal, but I respect Arsenal. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like there's always that respect.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
some of your fans, man, they're just
it hasn't helped, man.
they're
And like I said,
insufferable.
everyone's waiting for us to fail now.
But
you do it to
the
yourself.
fans don't do themselves no favors.
Thank you.
No
Yeah,
favors
that's the
whatsoever.
thing.
Same thing last season as well. It got to like February, March, and they were making Champions League comps on Twitter and that. And I was like,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's like, bro,
Champions League
like,
intro of Arsenal.
This year, like we're printing out tees with the table and that us on the top, like.
Yeah.
oh yeah, my man.
And there was one with like I don't know this guy, but he had like a Premier League trophy, like a blow up thing, and it was like after Arsenal scored the second goal in the Liverpool game, and he was like, "Hey, we're lifting the trophy, like that blow up Premier League trophy." I was like, "Bro, no."
Even Joe Bayer as well. He's on
I think it was
Vibe
him. I think it was
Vibe-
him. I
Vibe
think it was him.
Five.
I think it was him.
He had a little trophy on last week with it.
Yeah, doing too much. Too
I
Too
understand
much
having
too
faith
soon,
and like
bro.
celebrating our wins and that. I don't mind that. Like, of course, we're gonna celebrate every win, but same way when we win the title, when we've got people like City to it, breathing down our back.
But that's a perfect segue anyway to move on to City. Obviously, they won 3-1 yesterday against Leicester. Easy. Cruising, literally.
Just another day in the office.
Another day in the office.
day.
Obviously, Haaland scoring 2 goals and getting his 32nd Premier League strike and equaling the record in a 38-game season, which he's definitely going to break. There's no two ways about it. Mr. R2O, we'll start with you in this one. What's your thoughts on the game yesterday with that?
I'll be real with you. I didn't see a lot of it. But it's City, man. They was up quite quick, weren't they?
Yeah.
They're just cruising through everyone now. Like it's literally cruise control, and they're just going through the motions.
Yep.
And this is what's, I think, scary for Arsenal because they are just creeping up. So they're basically there. I think they're gonna win it. I think I've been saying for a while they'll win it, but there was a stage where Arsenal was doing so well. I was like, oh, maybe they won't. But yeah, their players are stepping up. Grealish is doing a lot better now. Haaland's just a machine. He's just slapping in goals for fun. But yeah, man, they're just... It's theirs, I reckon.
Stone's relishing that CDM role, man.
Yeah.
He's relishing in it.
He scored a good goal as well.
Amazing goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could tell he could play there.
Yeah, he was always a ball player.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
He's a ball player.
Yeah.
So, and obviously Pep sees it, and
Yeah.
it's no surprise he's there. Do you know what I mean? But,
4 centre backs playing at the back.
sorry?
Got 4 centre backs playing at the back, or 5.
He's playing Ake left back. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
I was saying as well to you guys before we started recording how Pep is keeping Haaland hungry. Like he took him off a half time before he got that hat trick because he knows if Haaland's next game against Arsenal, he wants to break that record. He'll want to break that record against Arsenal.
But he'd done that before as well. He scored 2 and he
took him off.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't get the hat trick.
Like 2 weeks ago.
He'd done it before.
I think this time though he knows what he's doing. Though.
Yeah.
He knows that Arsenal's next up in the Prem. Obviously they got the Champions League midweek and then the FA Cup game in semi-final on Saturday or Sunday. No, I think it's Sunday. So.
And Foden's not really getting a look in, is he?
No, he's injured.
Oh,
I think,
he's injured?
Yeah, he was injured.
No, he had an operation.
Oh, sorry, the
did he?
appendix.
He had his appendix taken out, something like that.
Oh, but before that, he weren't. Even before that, really, he wasn't.
You know how Pep moves, man. He'll bring you in, take you out, bring you in, take you out. Like even Mahrez played 90 minutes today for the first time in like a month.
But that's what I'm saying about Pep. Like, he's a mentalist, but he knows what he's doing.
He keeps them on their toes.
Yeah.
But that's good though. You need that. You can't let people get complacent
100%.
in the team and not doing the stuff they was doing before. They need to show the hunger all the time.
100%.
And if you're not playing,
You don't let players mess about. Look what happened with Cancelo. He just let him go, and I think he could have walked into any Premier League team, and he was like, "Do you know what? I don't care." He sent him off to Bayern on loan.
and he's a man. If you don't want to be there, he's not holding you back.
Exactly, bro.
If you don't want to be there, go. No matter how good you are for him.
And
He'll let you go.
And the scariest thing is you let one of your best players in Cancelo go, and everything still runs smoothly. Like,
But everyone was saying about he let Zinchenko go, Jesus. Like, why is he letting them go? He knows what he's doing.
No.
he does.
He knows what he's doing.
Can anyone see like someone stopping City, like not taking? The way I see it, I think City are going to take all the points. They're not going to drop no points.
I can see it. I can see them not losing a game now.
But can you see them winning every game though?
I see them winning every
Yeah,
game.
I can see them winning every game. Bro, they've been here. They've been here, done this. This is not new to them. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like. And with, and with Haaland in the team just banging in the goals,
Boy.
it's mad. I could see them not losing a
I think
game.
the closest people, obviously, if we would have won today again, we'd kept that form. But
Yeah.
it would have been either us and potentially Brighton.
Brian.
To beat them.
Yeah. Or to just
Make them drop points.
yeah.
Brian's like the second to last game, isn't it? Or something like that.
Like that. And obviously they would have had Brentford last game of the season. But I think Brentford, they're on the beach now.
Yeah, that's the thing. And by that time, it would have
They're
been more on the beach.
now, man.
Definitely.
Man, see.
So what we saying then? Like City to win the league? Then I think so. I don't see them not doing it. I don't see no way
Do you know,
they're going to do
as
it.
you know, I'm stuck in two minds. I can't lie. I was
it,
saying this
yeah.
because, like, one, you're living in London with Arsenal fans around you. It's not the prettiest feeling you've ever, especially the way they're performing. And then, but the thing is, City can go and win they can free-peat it. And there's no other team apart from Man United that has free-peat it. So we'll be in danger of them actually probably getting a fourth next year. You never know. Then there's obviously the treble talk. So I don't know, like I'm stuck in two minds. If Arsenal fans want the way that you lot are, I'll be like, yeah, whatever, you lot can win it.
Listen, I bought my holiday forward for that day. I'm pretty sure I land on that same day, just in case we win it then. But if not, I won't be.
Like if City do go on that winless run, then that winning run.
Yeah.
So I meant then what's happened with all those tickets that Arsenal fans bought for like £1,000 online?
Decrease, innit?
Oh boy,
Scary. So do we think, like, obviously City being in the FA Cup still and obviously the Champions League, do you think that's going to affect their performances on the pitch or not?
You'd hope so. But,
you hope so.
You hope so, yeah, but
Nah, I don't think so.
Did you think they was gonna do what they done to Bayern?
it didn't surprise me.
No,
It didn't
but
surprise me.
did you think like?
But the way it happened.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think it'd make such light work of it. No, I didn't think.
Oh,
it
this
would.
is where they're at right now.
This is what. Yeah.
This
Scary,
is where they're
scary.
at right now. It's mad. It is mad. I don't know. I just think they're just gonna sell.
I was saying that to you earlier, though, innit? Like literally, I just think they're just gonna cruise it. They're gonna cruise everything. They don't need to.
But they're proving that they're doing it. They're doing it.
yeah, they've haven't been their best for the whole season.
Yeah.
And then when now the crunch time last 10
That's
games,
what I'm saying. The
they've
pressure,
turned up.
they've been there. The pressure, they know what it is, what they got to do now. Where you lot ain't been there for ages. All your
It's showing.
players ain't been there.
Yeah, it's showing.
It is showing. It is showing.
It's showing.
Man. It's showing. Yeah, for real.
Today, definitely.
Yeah, it's a mad one, but I think City's.
It's City's to. I think it's City's to lose. As much as we say Arsenal are 4 points clear, I think it's still City's to lose, in my opinion, man. I can't even lie to you, man.
And just with the last two results,
Yeah, don't help, man.
it's not helping at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like these Champions League games and like winning against, like you said, Bayern, like the way they do, it's like it just boosts them. It boosts their ego.
Because they're not breaking no sweat whilst they're doing
Nah,
it.
and
Do you
then
reckon
like
they're going to win champs?
I reckon they might do it, you know.
But have you said that before in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said it. We thought they'd do it last season, innit? But
And they always like fumble at the final hurdle. It's just something happens. I don't know.
yeah, if they win, they play. If they win, they'll play either Madrid or Chelsea, which most likely would be Madrid.
Yeah, I think
The thing is, you can't count out Madrid
yeah,
in Champions League.
Yeah,
So
Madrid.
they've been counted out so many times.
thing, man.
So
Thank you.
many times you thought, look at their squad. Nah, they
Yeah.
ain't gonna do it.
And usually it comes down to Pep rotating too much, or that's what it usually comes
Overthinking
down-
it,
Yeah.
He does something mad like against the final against Chelsea. Didn't he do? What did he do? I swear he changed it up or something. He done something.
He took off.
Different.
He took off the. No, De Bruyne got
He was injured.
in
He
the
was
face.
injured,
He
yeah.
had to take off De Bruyne, and he done something crazy.
It was like even coming to this season when he was putting Bernardo left back, and it wasn't really working. But then now look what he's done with Stones, and this time it's actually working.
Yeah.
So
I think that Akanji play, he's fitted in really well with the team.
Wasn't it? Was it you? Was it you that said that you don't think Akanji fits into City? I swear it was you. You said it like a month ago.
that Kanji doesn't fit.
Somebody
into-
said that
we're
Akanji
gonna have to
doesn't
go
fit
back
into
to the
City.
video.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's go back to the videos for that. But I remember we was here and someone said it. I can't remember who it was though. But
Yeah, nah, he's just slotted in.
might have to go back
He
in the
has
archives
just
for that one still.
proper slotted in.
cheap as well, you know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe what I said is the fact that like Pep, when they were like sort of like drawing and dropping results, the fact that they kept like interchanging their defenders a lot, and they didn't know like what their back four. No one knew what their back four was for any game because they kept swapping so much, and then that led to obviously
Bro, they've got 4 centre
Issues.
backs playing at the back, fam. No
But-
natural left back, no
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
right back.
I saw someone
scary
said the other day
defenders,
like that's like the new way forward because if you look at Arsenal, the way it's going, you guys wanted to get maybe Arteta saw that as well, has seen that because Arteta wanted to get Martinez at left back as a centre back playing left back. You look at Ben White, he was a centre back.
Yeah, but
in
we kind
Brighton.
of had to, and we had no choice.
But look how it's worked out for you though.
Yeah,
with
no,
Brighton.
of course, yeah, no, it's worked out for
Imagine
us for now.
having Martinez at left back there.
Yeah. But he chose Zinchenko, I know, but
How many
role play.
how many goals do you reckon Haaland's going to end up with?
What's he on now?
what was your prediction at the beginning of the season between you and Tyler Nunez?
Oh, I said, yeah. Hear this one. I don't know if you see it. Beginning of the season, we done the little predictions of who's gonna get the golden boot and that, innit? Yeah. My boy Tyler, who's also on the show as well, and he was saying that he reckons Darwin Núñez is gonna hit like 30 Prem goals, innit?
Yeah.
I said, mate, you're crazy. I said, you're crazy. I said, and then I said, Haaland will score 25. I said,
Yeah.
Score 25. He said, bet me. I said, put some money on it. He's like, how much you want to put on it? He's like, I'll bet you £5. I said, what? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Bet. Look what's happened.
Yeah.
Darwin's on like 11, 12.
It's done already.
Yeah, the bet's done. The bet was done from
Yeah.
like January, bro. It was done. So, yeah, what do you reckon he's going to hit or end on? I should
What's
say.
in that?
What's he on 30?
No, 32 in the Prem.
That's just Prem.
That's
by
his
the way.
Prem, yeah.
What's
And
he on 4? Is he on? What's he on
in
altogether?
all comps, I think it's like 47
Yeah, it's,
now.
it's definitely in the 40s.
That's 47, like 47, 48 now.
He'll hit 50, I think.
He'll definitely clear
He'll
50.
hit
He'll clear 50.
What, in the Prem or
overall, for the whole season.
Overall, yeah.
In the Prem, I think he's definitely on for 40. I think.
8 goals.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
How many, what was it? 30 games they've played now, innit? City.
Yeah.
So they got
30
eight,
games,
they got 8
8
more
and 8.
games.
He's capable.
I reckon he'll score at least one goal again.
Doesn't it? He could have scored 2 more in that Leicester game if he didn't get taken off at half time.
Or he could even if he doesn't score in one game, he could probably grab a brace in another game or something.
A
So
hat
it's-
trick
yeah.
or something.
So
I think he might miss out on the 40.
I reckon
I think 40 is a shout. 40 is a big shout.
I reckon he could get there.
40,
I think 40 is a big shout still.
I remember getting a hat trick before. It was like the best moment of like a player's season, or like one of the best moments just in a season in general. Getting a hat trick nowadays for him it's like casual. He gets it on a weekly.
2 games in a row, he got a hat trick.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he was close to getting it free. I remember.
Do you not rate him as a player though?
I do.
I was saying this. I was thinking this to myself the other day. How like, if he's not like technically gifted like most players are, like for example like Kane or like Jesus, players like that.
Yeah, I feel like they're better footballers than him.
There is better football.
Yeah.
But he's a better striker.
Yeah, of course. You can't. There's no one a better striker than him. But I just feel like when you look at if he's not scoring, he ain't doing nothing. Where like other players will offer you stuff still. Do you know what I'm saying?
I also think the fact that now he's like, because he's such a goal scorer, he brings attention to him as well from other players, and that benefits the team at City.
Yeah.
Because then now they have like other 3 players around them. That can just
That's why Grealish is
create
flourishing
space
as well.
Exactly,
Yeah.
they'll create space for the players like that.
He's just a true number 9, bro.
Yeah, no, he is.
But this is the thing: goal scoring is an art, and I think a lot of people don't really realize that at times because to score goals, you have to have a knack for it. You have to be in the right place at the right time. So when anyone says, "Oh, Haaland only scores tap-ins," it's like, no, there's an art to being in the right place at the right time.
He knows where to be.
Exactly.
He's got the footballing brain.
He
to know where
sniffs
to
it
go.
out, man. He knows what he's doing.
And as a top elite striker as well, if you're gonna be out of the game for large periods of time and not touching the ball, to still be mentally ready for when opportunities come.
That's one thing about a striker. Like, don't worry about, I ain't touched the ball, so I'm gonna drop deep. Just stay where you are and wait. And when you got people like De Bruyne and that assisting you, like
It's easy.
it's gonna come.
Light work.
Even Andy Cole said it. He said it the other day. I watched the interview. Then I think it was on. I don't know if it was on Filthy or whether it was on something else. But he even said he was like, said Peter Beardsley said to him one time. He was like, listen, he's apparently trying to chase the ball down, running, playing for Newcastle, running around, trying to get to the ball. He's like, getting annoyed. Like, I'm not getting the ball. I'm not seeing the ball. And then Peter Beardsley said something to him about like, don't move, just stand still, and the ball will come to you.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. And that leads me to my next question as well. Obviously, Andy Cole scored back when the games was like 42 game season.
Yeah.
He got, how much did he get? Was it like 36 or something like that? When it was 42
Yeah,
games
it was
season?
more than what he's now, but obviously they had more games.
Yeah,
I can't remember the exact number, but yeah, it was.
Something along them lines.
Yeah.
So it's looking gonna clear Andy Cole's record as well for Newcastle. But
I don't think Andy Cole gets enough credit, man.
he don't.
No,
he
he
don't.
doesn't.
He did take penalties. Well, all his goals
No
are no.
penalties.
He don't get enough. He was my favourite player. Like obviously Newcastle. Even when he went Man United, he was still my favourite player.
I think he's top 5.
Yeah,
He's top 5. He is. Bro,
The whole era.
in the whole Premier League.
in the Premier League,
he has to be
But
in the top 5.
He don't get the ratings.
He don't. As a number 9,
Yeah, he don't get
top
he don't
He's
get
top
enough
5, bro.
ratings for me. But I've always
187.
loved him.
And he's won the trophies.
And he's got the trophies to boot as well.
Yeah, he just don't get enough ratings for real. But yeah, Haaland for 40.
Haaland for 40.
I think he might just miss out.
Viking. Huh?
I think that
You're
might-
hoping he does.
and I think that might be down to Pep as well.
Do you reckon
Maybe.
Pep will put him like not wanting to do it?
Nah, but you know what Pep's like, man. He dragged him for 45 minutes.
But he's trying to save him for that buying game. That's probably why.
Probably, yeah.
He knows that Leicester not
But
going
that's
to
what I'm
come
saying.
back
The longer
3-0
he
down.
goes, the longer they go in the cup runs, he might not let him complete them full 90s. But they're going to get.
I don't even think he needs a full 90 to
That's
get.
what I'm saying, you don't
He
need-
don't
yeah.
need the full
45
90.
yesterday,
Yeah,
bro, and
he
he got
don't
some
need a
goals.
full 90 to get these goals. Trust me, he'll. I reckon he'll do it.
I feel like in the modern era, isn't it Messi who's got the most goals in like one season? or something?
90, 91 or
Goal-
something.
those goals and assists.
Calendar year. It was in the calendar year.
Yeah,
Oh,
calendar
okay.
year. That was
91.
like 91.
91,
I think it was
yeah,
91.
So then it's like Ronaldo and Messi were like Messi was like 56, 50, along the 50s, and Ronaldo as well along the 50s.
No, it's
Who
crazy,
knows, man? Who
crazy
knows?
numbers, man. To be doing it in the Premier as well, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Your
Easy.
first season.
Yeah, first season
Your
as
first
well.
season in the Prem. Yeah, no, it's mad.
We're going to talk about Leicester quickly as well. Obviously, they've been winning in 9 games. Looking likely for the drop at this point. Obviously, Dean Smith has come in. What do you reckon? Leicester for the drop or
Yeah, they're going.
reckon they're gone?
Going, man.
Reckon they're gone?
Hard to see, but
I want them to go. I want Maddison.
Yeah. I think, yes, you want him, we want him.
Who doesn't want him?
You don't want him, innit? Yeah, it's for real though.
I think we could get him though.
Quality player, man.
All right, Leicester, it's not looking
Yeah, it's sad though, man. Like,
That's an error though. Like Leicester were like a
Yeah.
Premier League
yeah,
team. that you-
solidified, like-
Yeah.
good. I got a good question for you lot though.
Yeah, go
So,
on. For it.
would you lot take, obviously Leicester winning the Prem and
FA Cup.
and the FA Cup, and then we get obviously like we're looking at they might get relegated. So argument's sake, they got relegated. Yeah, would you take that Or would you be like a Tottenham and just be happy to be in the Champions League and obviously be top 4, man, the top 4?
You're talking about the Kane and Vardy comparisons.
So what you're saying, like, win that and get relegated and go down, or just be like Tottenham and just like not win nothing?
Well, yeah. I see what you did there.
I hear what you're saying. I guess I feel like in the moment though, it's maybe Tottenham, you could say. But if you look at if you go back in the past, no one's gonna remember the 5th place teams or 4th place teams.
Yeah.
Like Leicester have their name in history.
Leicester.
They got their name in history.
No one's going to forget Leicester won the league.
Exactly.
They're not going to forget.
Or the FA Cup. Or that they won the
They've seen
Champions League.
something in their lifetime as well.
Do you know what I mean? That's a moment you can't forget.
Alright, cool.
It's a tricky one though, still, because you don't want to go down as well.
Nah,
At the same
I
time,
hear you.
do you know what I mean?
But
Like, that's not good for your club.
But then, like, when you look back on it over the years, you're like, oh yeah, I remember the time I won the Premier League.
Yeah.
You don't be like, oh yeah, I remember the time I qualified for Champions League, but I didn't do nothing with it.
And they
But
might,
even
and
that
they
for
might
them
just-
though, that Champions League run for them was still enjoyable. I reckon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're thinking like, bro, like,
But even the Birmingham City owner, he come out recently as well and he said that, like, when they won, was it the League Cup or was it the League Cup? It was the League Cup. And they won the League Cup. He said
was that
and
against?
they got relegated.
Who's that against? I forgot.
Arsenal. Yeah, but he said even when they won the League Cup and that, he said he'd take that.
Yeah.
They got relegated afterwards, but he said he'd keep it.
they were in
Keep
Europe
it the
still,
same.
weren't they?
Yeah, yeah. He said he would keep it the same way. He wouldn't change a thing. So each to their own, innit?
What would you prefer?
No comment. Moving on though to your team, Aston Villa, obviously Newcastle, 3-0 defeat yesterday.
Joined the wrong weekend.
The floor is yours, boy. Go true. What's your thoughts?
Do you know what? Hats off to Villa. They slapped us. They just, from beginning to end, it was them. I don't know if it was they made us play bad or if we just had an off day, whatever it was, but you just got to give it to them. But we, whatever reason it was, we weren't at the races, man. Just, we couldn't even put passes together. Basic passes was doing it wrong. Like stuff we just do week in, week out. The reason why we are where we are, just couldn't do it. Like, yeah, our players was just looking average. No one was stepping up. It was just, it weren't good to watch. It weren't a good watch. But yeah, hats off to Villa. Watkins was a handful.
Yeah.
He was a handful
From minute one.
From minute one, he was a handful. So he deserved these goals. But yeah, hopefully it's just a little blip. Eddie will have them back for Sunday. And then,
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
and then we go again. But yeah, just everything. Dan Burn, he was dreadful for me. He wasn't good. No one was really good. Like Bruno, he holds on to the ball long, but he usually retains it. But he was losing it this time in this game, and it was just off. Yeah. Joe Linton, he's a beast. He weren't himself. Like, do you know what I mean? He weren't himself. I think we needed, I don't think I'd ever say this, but we needed Longstaff in there, I think. We needed Longstaff. Maxi, how he's been playing.
He's now injured, isn't he?
Injured, hamstring, yeah.
Ooh.
Don't know how long for, because they're saying it was a grade 2, but he's been jogging or something, so I don't know. But in the form he's been in, I think we could have really done with him.
Yeah, because I think Anthony Gordon was poor yesterday.
Before he dragged Murphy and Gordon, I was like, just get them both off. Just take them both off. They weren't with it. But it weren't just them. It was the whole team. So that you can't just point them two out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it weren't good. But like I said, we're having an amazing season, bro. I was thinking like top half finish. If we get conference, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That'd be a great season. So we're well overachieving. So like, yeah.
Well, I'll ask you as well, like, obviously you watch Newcastle probably more than I do. What's the hype of Anthony Gordon? Like, Chelsea wanted him at one point for what is it, 50 million, 60 million? Yeah. But what would
Do you know, I weren't like upset when we brought him. I thought like, yeah, it'll be a good signing for him. He's only 21.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I know it's a 40 million price tag, but I just feel like once he settles into the team, because I think like when I was watching at Everton at first, I was like, oh, who is this?
player.
Like, that's what I was thinking. Who's this kid? Like, do you know what I mean? So that's what I want to see with us. But
Okay.
it takes time. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just moved from there to up here, and yeah, like Eddie always. Apart from most of our players, when you buy a new player, they're never just in the team. Botman, I think, was. He comes straight in. Bruno, he's our best player. He had to wait. He didn't get in the team straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? When he got in, that was just
mainstay,
his.
innit?
Yeah, so like hopefully, like we'll just next season he'll have a pre-season with us and get
Big
to
transfer
know it.
window again.
Yeah,
You
big
reckon he'll be a
transfer.
starter then?
I think it depends what happens in the transfer window, but potentially. But yeah, if we go and buy if we get Champions League, then obviously we could attract bigger players. And if we do that, I don't know if he starts then. What, he has to fight for his place, innit?
A fully fit Maxi or Anthony Gordon? Who are you going for?
If you was to say in form Maxi,
Obviously,
that's
he would.
different from a fully fit Maxi. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when he's on it, he's unplayable, bro. Like I've always said, this guy needs to add assists and goals to his game. If he does that,
End product is crazy.
it's mad. But the last couple of games, West Ham, he assisted, and against who was our game before that? The game after that?
Brentford.
No, not the Brentford game.
Between who? Wait, before West Ham or after?
Sorry, the West Ham he assisted. He got the cross.
Yeah.
Assisted. What's the one we done the header? What game was that?
United. Have United won, no?
Was that United?
Man
game?
United game. I remember that one clearly.
Yeah, so like he started to get assists and now he's just gone out injured. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But we could have really done with him on the weekend.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask you, what do you think of Isak?
I think I like him, bro. I'm not
He's
gonna
a
lie.
baller, man. He's
Like,
cold.
I was watching clips when we brought him. I've heard his name before, but I didn't really like know
Yeah,
much about
yeah.
him. So I just went and looked at clips of him. I was like, oh yeah. And then, but since he's been here, even from the start, he's done all right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, he got the injury before was it at the World Cup or
think it
when
was-
he went with them? He
yeah,
got
yeah,
injured with Sweden, innit?
Yeah.
So then he was out for a bit, and then like Eddie slowly brings him back into the team. But he's been doing his thing. Obviously, the other game, no one done their thing. But I think he's a good player.
Him or Callum Wilson?
I think he offers more than
You think it
Wilson.
depends on the opponent?
Huh?
You think it depends on the opponent as well?
Obviously, West Ham's cash money for Callum Wilson, isn't it?
That's what he does against West Ham, innit? But
Same with Everton. He plays against Everton all the
like
time.
I was wondering, like, who's he gonna start? Is he gonna? I would probably try and fit them both in.
Yeah, because that's what Eddie does. He last 2 games, I think he's brought on Callum Wilson from the bench, and they both played together. And whenever he's been chasing the game,
Yeah,
innit?
Brentford,
Yeah.
the Brentford game when he brought on Gordon, he brought on Wilson, we look different. Like
And
that's
it looked
what,
good as
we
well,
look
looked good as
different
well,
there.
yeah.
And then Wilson set up Isak for the
Isak,
goal.
yeah, especially the Brentford.
He could have set him up again, but he wanted to go for goal. Like, but yeah, I think they could play together. But the way it's looking is like he's gonna keep starting Isak. But Wilson, you need to protect Wilson as well because he's like injuries.
But that's how
And
that
he's
play,
got no
that's that.
spring chicken.
He's like I said, Maximan. Like they're both like explosive players.
Yeah.
So they're so prone to injury, like that kind of hamstring type of like things.
Yeah.
Like Martial, they just poof, they just explode and then they're just vulnerable to it.
But yeah, inform Maxi. If Maxi's like producing like assists and goals, he can turn defenders inside out.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
mad.
I think he's so frustrating.
Not Ambisaka
He
though.
is frustrating. Like that's what I'm saying. His decision making needs to be better as well. Just his end product in general needs to be better. If he fixed it up, yeah, he's a problem.
Hear you.
I gotta ask you though, Champions League, are you gonna do it?
I think we'll beat you lot to it.
Think we'll be us to it?
Yeah, I think we will.
That's how I wanted to ask.
I've got money on that.
That's how I wanted to ask you. We might have to talk about something. We have to put a little bet down for next week because I'm going up to St John's Park next week as well.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it.
If I was you, I wouldn't be looking forward
I'm
to
not
it
looking forward to it.
either.
I'm looking forward to the night out. I'm not looking forward to the game, but yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
nah, it's different up there, bro. Have you been up there before?
I've been up there a couple times. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been up there a couple times.
But you've been sitting way up
Way in
innit?
the sky. Way in the sky.
Yeah, no,
man.
the atmosphere is just different there, bro. I think I feel quite confident that we should win that game. I feel like our form, I know we lost the other day, but I feel like our form compared to yours, we should beat you lot. I think we'll beat you lot. You feeling confident?
No.
No.
But the thing is, I was at the game last season up there when Harry Kane scored. Was Harry Kane scored? No. Harry Kane or Eric Dyer? One of them. I think it was Eric Dyer that scored actually.
I can't remember.
We beat you like 1-0 last season. Up there. Went up there. And yeah, I think Eric Dyer scored if I'm not mistaken. Eric Dyer or Harry Kane, one of them. Anyway,
That's a
regardless.
different Newcastle.
Yeah, there's a complete different Newcastle. Yeah, but we
Same old
got
Tottenham.
decent record. We got this record up there.
Yeah.
We got decent record up there. But
Sometimes that counts But I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy game, and it's an important game as well. It's a very important game for both of the clubs. Do you know what I mean? So we just have to show we want it. We have to play like we've been playing before, not like how we played against. I forgot who we played now.
What?
Villa. Yeah.
No, but your home form's
Yeah.
your home form's your.
Yeah.
That's you lot, innit?
Yeah.
St James Park is a fortress at the moment, so I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to going up there. But
It's not.
Do you know what? Football's a funny game though.
Anything
And
can happen.
I don't know why, but I see Tottenham just getting to some. Tottenham are the type of team, right? They'll lose against these type of teams like Bournemouth, like we'll get on to later, but then they'll go to that Newcastle away and then they'll win that.
And then they're going to lose to Leicester the week after.
Exactly.
Like
That's
that.
how it will happen.
Yeah,
so
no, I
exactly,
get it.
that's Tottenham for you in a nutshell.
Because you look at them, like Leicester, when they went on that poor run recently, the only team they've won recently was against you lot when they beat you 4-1. So it's like Tottenham are just like some weird, unusual team that you don't know what to expect from them.
And I know you was like coming here when you lot was winning. You was coming here thinking, yes, I'm gonna give it to him.
No, bro.
Because I would have done the same. We won at the 12:30, and then you lot lost.
That's where I made sure. I
Yes.
sat at home yesterday and I was watching the early kickoff. I was like, yeah. When he looked, when I even celebrated like I was a Villa fan. I was like, yes. But I knew, man. I knew as soon as we went 1-0 up, I said, you know what? Let me just relax. Let me just relax. I watched the first half and I was like, let me just relax because
it's Tottenham.
yeah, exactly. I know my team. But like literally, what 43rd minute they scored. I said, here we go, and they scored again. Literally 2 minutes into the second half, I said, yep, here we go, right on cue.
Now, when I saw 2-1, I was thinking, oh, look at this, man. We've lost. They're going to get the result. Then I was hoping you lot would lose today. I was just thinking. Then when you lot lost, I thought, oh, it might. If everyone just loses, it doesn't change anything.
Nah, it doesn't change anything at
It
all.
doesn't change.
United go win.
Yeah, then they go and win. But yeah, I think
But
it won't be an easy game. But I think we'll win it.
Like how most people.
I think if you had Conte, I would have probably backed you a bit more.
Yes.
Because they've been there, that top four race.
Yeah.
I think he could have added extra stuff. Because
Yeah.
they got this caretaker manager.
Ain't he his assistant or something?
He was,
yeah.
yeah.
His assistant, yeah.
But I don't know, man. I thought it can go two ways. I think you lot can actually walk in the park with them, or they somehow turn up. But then again, like you're back four.
Horrible, man.
Who would you even start now? Was it back three? Was it back three or back?
Do you know what it is? Is when Langley came off injured, that's when everything kind of changed.
Davinson Sanchez.
Do you know what?
Funny guy.
I was saying off camera as well. It's like with Davinson Sanchez, yeah, he didn't deserve to get booed yesterday. Like the fans booed him off when they took him off yesterday, and I thought that was out of order because
Came on and got
came on and got
dragged
taken
in,
off. Yeah, and I thought that's out of order. Not to take him off. I'm saying the fans booing him because it's like, listen, the geezer doesn't play. He's played like what 6-7 games this season, and he's come off the bench like 4 times, 5 times. It's like you can't expect a man to come on the pitch with minimal match fitness and just be ready there firing, and you know what I'm saying. Of course, he's gonna get bent up. He's gonna be off the pace. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's just.
But don't you feel like you play for Tottenham? Like, Tottenham are a big club. Let's just say it.
Yeah.
You should be able to step in for these moments and provide something.
No, of course, and he's played in Europe. He's played for Ajax. You know what I'm saying? He's been in not Champions League, UEFA Cup finals, Europa League finals. Sorry, like he's played in big tournaments. He's played in the World Cup. He's played in the Copa America.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's an
So,
experienced player.
At the same time, though, you're still a human. You're still a footballer. You still need match fitness to still perform. So,
Do you not feel that? Obviously, it was direct aim, but do you feel like it was just the frustration of the whole situation a bit, or do you think it was just solely directed at him?
No, do you know what? But then again, remember, I go to pretty much near enough every game, innit? And I know Spurs fans are just they're pylons. They're pylons. No, they're pylons. So it's like whenever Sanchez comes on, everyone's like, oh, Sanchez is coming on. Oh, that calamity.
Yeah,
Oh.
it gets to the point. Can you blame them now, though?
Who? What, Spurs fans?
Yeah.
This is the thing. There's a big discourse amongst the fan base. Some are obviously hate Levy, want him out. Some are like, oh, Levy's done a fantastic job. It's like,
Who's saying that?
listen, you'll be surprised. They're mad. There's some mad people out there. You'll be surprised. But yeah, there's amongst the fan base, like everyone's just a bit on one side, that side. Everyone, there's no unison in it. And I think that's another thing that's kind of
Is that what's keeping him in then?
what keeping you in Levy.
Yeah.
The iron should be hot on him, bro, but it's not, and I don't know why he keeps getting away with it. Like, that's a nice story.
I've been there.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm
been
saying.
there, bro.
He's like Mike Ashley 2.0, bro. I'm telling you,
I've
but
been there, trust me.
bro. Anyway, the day he goes, but not even to talk too far from that. Anyway, but yeah, obviously Harry Kane didn't score yesterday.
He
Dropped into
midfield,
midfield, yeah.
A lot, yeah.
What do you think?
Tactically, or he just...
That's
He
what
dropped
he
on
does.
his
reckon
That's what he does.
yeah.
Anyway.
No,
That's what he does
usually,
anyway.
but when I was watching the game, when Richarlison come on and Danjuma come on, he was literally playing as a 10. He was always in the middle.
Yeah,
he wasn't the highest player.
But this is.
always-
I think he needs to leave Tottenham, man. I can't lie. I think
That was going to be my next question.
Do you want him?
it's yeah.
You
Of course.
taking me?
The thing is, right, I think with Harry Kane, he's the type of player, but he feel like he needs to drop when he plays for Tottenham, like in these games, right? Because who was there?
Who's gonna create?
So he can do it better than...
Not only is he
no
the
one
best
to create.
striker there, but he's also the best playmaker.
Yeah.
The best passer there. Let's be honest, he's the best passer there. There's no one that's a better passer than Kane.
Yeah.
So it's like he feels like he needs all this weight on his shoulders that he's doing it there. Son Heung-min, he's not been like on that type of Kane form. So
It's got
Kane,
me-
I feel bad for Kane in a way. Like I feel like he needs to leave.
This notion that Kane needs to leave though, yeah. And I'm not saying it as a Spurs fan, but it's like people say, "Oh, Tottenham are doing a disjustice to Harry Kane," which is true to a degree. I think Levy kind of violated him definitely, but people need to forget at the same time a lot of situations that we've been in, like going for the league, getting to semi-finals, getting to finals. Harry Kane's, apart from the Champions League final because he was injured prior to it, Harry Kane's played in all of these games.
Yeah.
Why didn't he step up and get us over the line in a lot of these situations? So I feel like everyone tries to like say, "Oh,
It's a bit harsh though, man.
it's not harsh though, bro. Your best
look
player
at-
meant to
look
turn
at-
up for you, bro."
But then don't you think that the other teams
Look at
then
the numbers
target
he's
him
putting
and
up
just
for
sort of like crowd him and know that he is the guy for you?
Not
And
necessarily
if you-
because in our 16-17 team and in our 15-16 team, bro, we had some serious ballers in that team, bro. Dele Alli was flying them times. Son was coming into the player that he is. But we had Moussa Dembele, Christian Eriksen. We had a solid back four. Like, bro, we had a serious team, so there was no reason why we shouldn't have won something during that period.
But you see, when you say he should have stepped up, did he have the chances to step up and fluff them, or he just didn't?
Like, I take for example, yeah, the Sheffield United game from like what was it 6 weeks ago comes on. Obviously, he really should have started, but he comes on. Literally, obviously, I'm there, so I see everything live in the flesh. Last 4 minutes, ball comes into the box, free header, bam, heads it wide.
Yeah. See, them sort of situations, then like he needs to.
There's been a couple times when that's happened. Chances have failed to him, and he's fluffed it in key moments, obviously.
and he did do it in the World Cup.
I knew that was coming. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's been in situations where he should have stepped up and he hasn't. But
No, man, I think he's done enough to step. Obviously, he's put numbers on the board, man.
Yeah.
And assists. Was it last season? Top assists? Was it most assists?
season before.
Most assists and most goals together.
But that's what I'm saying. If he was at another club other than Spurs, like a top club, like Arsenal, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, he wins trophies.
Arsenal.
FA Cups.
Fair enough.
I feel it's time for him to
Like, it's
I think it's overdue.
No, I think it's.
That
I think he should go.
goes.
now.
Paid his dues,
I think he
man.
should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I wouldn't be upset if he left now.
Would you be mad if he goes to like say Man United?
Or else
No.
go apart.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be
Or
mad.
abroad, innit?
As long as you don't go Chelsea or Arsenal, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be mad at all. But obviously, boys, I want to ask you as well, obviously, don't be biased when I ask you. And in fact, all of you have reasons to be biased, to be fair, but impartial, please. What do you think Spurs are going to do then? Do you think they're going to finish on top four, or do you reckon they're going to drop out? Really and truly.
I reckon Europa spot.
Europa, fifth spot.
Obviously, you're the guy that says, what's your saying? The game in hand?
Or game in hand FC, or
You have points on the board.
Points on the
in
board.
games.
Yeah.
There are points
games
on
in
the
hand.
board.
I've been hearing it
Obviously,
for the past.
Newcastle, they've got.
Mm-hmm.
I think Newcastle might pick you lot.
I did say
you
last
lot have been
week,
so
to be fair.
consistent in the way you like consistently bad. Like usually, crunch time, you sort of step up and get through to that top four. Obviously, you lost Conte now. The players are just not. Also, you got the injury to Longley. Obviously, don't know if he's your main centre back, but
Definitely the most experienced on that side. Guy that knows what he's been at Barca for years.
And you're running as well.
Yeah, I was going to allude to that as well. We got Newcastle next, then we got Man United at home,
Yeah, you're
and then we got
running.
Liverpool away as well. So
I'm saying, man, I think Newcastle might pick you lot. You know,
I said they would. I said they would.
You got Brighton behind you. What, like I said, 4 points, 2 games in hand. It's like
Villa might even finish above you.
No, I don't see it.
they
But
might,
it's
they
possible.
might.
It's possible.
But look, anything could happen. We might we could finish sixth in the end. Do you know what I mean?
It's very tight. It's
Yeah,
very,
anything
very
could
tight.
happen, bro.
But I
the
feel
way
like
it's looking, I feel like we might just.
it was in our hands. It was definitely in our hand. We were in the driving seat, but now we've with these draws and obviously this loss yesterday, we fumbled it.
Man, losing to Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's a horrible result. It's a horrible result. But I don't want to dwell on Spurs anymore, man.
But also, you know what I'm saying? Like that game next week between you guys, Newcastle and Spurs, it's a big game. More for Spurs.
Pivotal, yeah.
But for both, no, actually for both teams.
Yeah, I think it's big for both of us.
Because you will stay clear of Spurs. And if you lose, so if you win, then you kind of still have some sort of say because then you close the gap a bit more. Mm-hmm. But if you lose, and then obviously teams around you, not just Newcastle, but you got to, like I said, look at Villa, look at Brighton. They're going to probably start winning their games as well. Possibly Liverpool, who knows? Like they'll start pipping you, and you might end up in a Conference League. You never know.
I don't think
and teams like because your performance, teams coming to you will feel confident. The teams you're playing against will be like, oh well, look at their current form. Like we could get something out of this, or a win or a draw, whatever. Like lesser teams, do you know what I mean?
Most definitely, it's true.
So it's a hard one.
We have to wait and see. I look forward to next week Sunday. I'll tell you that.
I wish I was there.
Me too. I look forward to that. I'll be sitting back, be watching that nice and comfortable. We ain't got a game.
So we're gonna move to the other Champions League chasing team.
Yes, sir.
Man United. Winning this afternoon 2-0 against Nottingham Forest. Talk us through it. What's your thoughts?
Should have won that game. We did, and I would say comfortably won that game as well. I think that was the game that I think we had to get through. Like with now that our centre backs Varane and Martin is not there, so now we got Maguire and Lindelof. So they had to get through that with a clean sheet, which they did, which is good. Maguire first 15-20 minutes. Horrendous. I thought it was gonna be one of those days.
It should have been a penalty.
I thought it was gonna be one of those days where he's just gonna like, this guy's gonna just Achilles heel with Man United at the back. But he grew into the game, so I'll give him that. He grew into the game. Lindelof played really good. I feel a lot of people are thinking too much doom and gloom for United right now because you got to remember Lindelof is an international player for Sweden. Sweden, like he's the captain for their country as well, and he's got know-how. We got Shaw coming back now, who could probably play at left centre back, who's played there when Martinez was missing.
And he done alright there as well, didn't he?
He done pretty good, yeah. He done a very similar role to like what Martinez does anyway. So I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I think the only issue I think is we are a Casemiro suspension or injury away from being from capitulating. I really do think so. I think Casemiro is that glue right now. Because without him, I don't even think about it right now because it's quite daunting.
And when he plays, you're like he could just do like a madness, like a mad challenge, or do something where you're on the edge with him, kind of thing.
I'm sure Tenor obviously spoke to him about that. Like we need you. Like this is now the crunch time. You can't afford a red or suspension.
Sometimes when it's in you, heat of the moment. Like what the gaffer said, she's not in your head at that time.
I don't know, man. But
hopefully,
either way, like we got the 3 points. We're now what? 3 ahead of views, 3 ahead of Newcastle, 6 ahead of Spurs, a game in hand over Spurs. We're in a good position right now, of course. As the United fan probably said, and I think most United fans would say, like, would you, considering the Europa League, how intense it is, like the other teams around there, with the semi-finals, 2 legs coming up if we get through, NFA Cup, would you throw away the cup competitions away now?
I wouldn't personally.
Nah, man.
I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to.
For what? Throw away?
Yeah, I don't think you need to throw away the cup competition.
The only thing is, I'm kind of fearful, like, because you look at Martins and Varane, they both got injured in the same game. Like I said, we're a Casemiro injury away from something like that happening. And if it happens in the Europa League, you're going to think, why didn't we just leave it? Because if we're getting Champions League, let's be honest, you're in the Europa League most of the times to win it and get Champions League. That's what most teams are in it for. Obviously, it's a European trophy, don't get me wrong, which we've already won as well. But the goal for United, as a Manchester United football club, is to get Champions League football.
And you've already got a trophy.
And we've got Carabao Cup. Yeah, exactly.
But in saying that, as Manchester United, your aim as a club has always been to win.
Yeah.
So why would you want to say, I'm going to put that away or put that to the side to challenge for top four? Yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, of course, as a United fan, I think most United, whoever's linked with United would want that. But it's just the circumstance we're in right now. It's like you're going to sacrifice something for maybe something better in the future, like in coming up next year. You know what I mean? You could risk it. Like, we can risk all of this, but what for a Europa League, which we may not even win. You never know.
But that's what I'm saying. You'd rather, me personally, obviously, everyone's going to be like, you're a Spurs fan, blah, blah, blah. No need for that. Yeah. But, like, if you're gonna qualify for the Champions League by winning the Europa League anyway, so wouldn't you rather win a cup and qualify instead of just qualifying and that's it? you get what I'm saying? By finishing third or fourth. I prefer. I'm sure we would all prefer to win the trophy and qualify at the same time.
I would have preferred to win the Carabao Cup and not have Champions League.
Yeah, but
You get Europe from Carabao Cup anyway.
Oh, but
Europe
I would have.
League.
If you didn't, I would have preferred to win and not be in the Champions League.
I hear what you're
But maybe
saying.
that's different for us because we ain't got nothing.
Yeah,
like,
you ain't
you know
won.
what I mean?
61 years, by the way. But yeah, bro. Like honestly, like I'd rather if I was a United fan, I'd rather say we won a treble. Obviously, with Liverpool's treble, 2001, they won the UEFA Cup, FA Cup, and the League Cup. You lot can do the same thing.
All right, so let me give you a scenario. We play Sevilla, okay? Casemiro gets injured, all right? Not only do we say we qualify, right? We lose him, say for how the Varane and Martin's like 4 weeks or even the rest of the season. And then we got played 2 semi-finals, who possibly could be against Juventus, and an FA Cup game, and obviously with the Premier League on top. What do you know what I mean? Like it's like
I get it.
You got to look at the bigger picture.
Yeah, there's two sides to it. There is two
It's
sides.
almost, it's like the best of two
get it.
evils. Like it's a risk. Of course, I want to do Europa League. If I wanted to, I would. And if it came to it, and we shouldn't even be in this position in the first place, though, because we had a healthy lead above everyone else when it came to top 4. Like we was in third for like what?
Yeah, you
a
a
long
in the title
time.
race at one point.
Yeah, it's like we was in. Apparently, I was in the title race. I never said we were. You know, I said we were, but I knew like something like this would happen because of the fixture congestion. And now we're in this. Now we're in this like sort of scruffle. So it's, you know what I mean?
Dragged into it.
Yeah, we're dragged. Exactly, that's the correct phrase. We're dragged into it. So had we already secured that third maybe or that Champions League spot, then I'll be like, all right, let's go for it. Let's secure third and the Europa League. But we're not exactly safe from that. We could be looking at not winning Europe and then finishing in Europe again.
So
next year.
wouldn't you rather just sacrifice the FA Cup then?
The thing with the FA Cup is we've only got one. They were in the semi-final already. Do you know what I mean? So that's just one game and then the final at the end of the season. Where the Europa is like there's
2
one more
legs,
game, then there's a 2 leg fixtures and then the final again.
You never know. By then, I think you might have secured third. You know. By then, you might have secured third.
What? Sorry,
Maybe.
I didn't.
By then you might have secured third.
Yeah.
Oh
By the
yeah.
time you get to the semis.
To the semis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, but our next game now it's on Thursday, so we will know from there
Yeah.
if we have qualified or not. Okay. Knowing Ten Hag, I know he'll want to go and win it, and I know he'll play like a strong team against them.
Rightly so, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Which I like.
Go on.
Yeah, no, I finished.
Also, I want to ask you as well, and I'll take you guys' opinions on this as well. Obviously, Rashford's out as well for another couple of weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
With groin injury. Obviously, you got Martinez out and Varane out.
Sure.
And sure much will be coming back next week. isn't it?
Sure, Tommy back next week. Next game, apparently.
So-
for Brian.
Obviously, a few injuries already there.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to fare? Obviously, once you have to come to Spurs. And, you know what I'm saying, you've got a couple of difficult games coming up.
You got to play Villa as well, right?
We'll be at home, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to fare with those games coming up without Rashford? Obviously, Martial's finally stepping up and
Yeah.
managing to get on the football pitch for once. How do you think you're going to get on?
But this is what I'm trying to say, like how the whole like we're injury away from like playing you lot without Casemiro and these players that you've just mentioned. So the fact we beat you last year now with like who playing the back, Maguire and Varane.
Yeah, but you had Ronaldo up front, bro, and Cavani up front as well.
Yeah, but still, yeah, we like even this season we beat you with at home 2-0. I don't know, like with Spurs, like I said, you don't know what Spurs will be when we come and visit you guys in that moment. Like how many losses you've already had on the bounce. If you had if you're still in tension for Champions League. So, and then like you said, we still got Villa at home. Villa's gonna be a tough one at home. I believe in our home form though. I said this to you before, guys, last week. Our home form has been, we haven't lost at home all season. We haven't lost at home. We've been every single team or drawn against every single team. And we've drawn only because there's been problems in the game.
Against you, didn't
You guys drew, but you guys got a bit lucky that game, I remember. Southampton we drew, but that's because Casemiro got that red card. So it's like, I'm confident with our home form. It's just the away form that's really not looking good. And that's why I said Spurs, we need to get our best players fit for that game.
Like Casemiro is like mad important for you, like, innit?
So important, too important.
Yeah.
You saw it against when we lost it against Arsenal. Even recently, we've been struggling to get games, like winning them just like easily.
He didn't play against us, did he? Was he banned?
Yeah,
against us?
exactly.
Yeah,
He was banned against yous.
Yeah.
It's a big miss. It's a very big miss.
So that posed the final question then. Will they get enough points to finish third or in the Champions League spots?
Yeah, they'll get it, man. I think they're gonna get it.
I think definitely a Champions League spot. Like, I think more than likely they will get third. It depends
On how you fare.
how we felt. But
More than
yeah,
us, really, yeah.
but I feel like they're more than likely get third over us.
So Niko, who would you rather out of these two to win? Or
Next week.
or would you take a draw? Would you rather a draw?
It's a tough one.
Because if one of them wins, obviously that might set them back even more.
I think
I say a draw works out better.
I
for
think
you,
a
innit?
draw, you'd go for a draw,
yeah,
surely.
ideally. Because not only then...
A draw or Tottenham to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Tottenham, maybe if I was to pick one to win, I would say Tottenham. Because I think we're a bit clear of Tottenham. And Tottenham do, like as we've mentioned earlier, but Tottenham have some difficult fixtures coming up. So I don't see them winning every single one of those either.
But then again, argument's sake, if we beat Newcastle and we got come and play you and we beat you,
Yeah.
that then brings us back into contention, and then the heat's on again on you lot.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a
We have our what's it called? Our game in hand is Chelsea at home. If we beat them, then it's a very good cushion we got there.
You should
Again,
beat them.
we should beat them, of course, but it's football. You never know. You never do Chelsea,
no, of
and
course.
yeah, I would say draw. If ideally in an ideal we'll draw, and I think it will be a draw.
Do you reckon?
I can see it just be KG.
yeah.
I think it'd be KG. I know Newcastle will probably come out like with the crowd behind them, but I don't know. They've know
I don't think it's going to be an easy game either way.
yeah.
Like, whoever wins it, or if it's a draw, whatever way it goes, I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I hope it is.
I think a draw 0-0.
Yeah.
I think in a 0-0. I can't lie.
Hopefully we just do a West Ham one and smash them up.
I'm not saying a word. Innit? You know, will see me next week innit, if we win. You
If
lot will
we
see me.
lose, yeah, you're going to be on to
Yeah,
me.
you know already.
But vice versa.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Obviously, moving on to that dire side Chelsea right now. Got beat at home again yesterday, losing 2-1 to Brighton. Obviously, Brighton are a solid outfit this season, as we all know, playing some tantalating football. Where do we begin with Chelsea? Or should we flip it and talk more about Brighton, because Brighton are right now the better side?
Yeah, Brighton deserve it, man.
Brighton has surprised me.
They have. They surprised me as well. How good
surprised
they've
me
been.
this season.
I thought they would have. Prior to obviously Potter leaving, I thought they would have been a bit shaky afterwards.
Yeah.
But they've just been the same.
I think they've
They've
improved.
done better.
Yeah,
They've done better without him.
Deserve
Yeah.
it.
They've actually done
that.
better without him. And that Mitoma.
Quality. He's quality. Quality.
All of them. Even Ferguson as well.
Yeah, he's young, ain't he?
18 years old.
And that young, what's his name? The come and scored the goal.
Enciso.
Yeah,
Paraguayan. Very good.
he hit the
they're-
post
Oh.
and then he scored the banger.
Can't lie, their chairman is laughing. He's getting profit.
Yeah.
Like, all them players.
No, but that's just goes to show how great of a club they're being run,
the
isn't
recruitment,
it?
man.
The recruitment's amazing.
But they're probably
He was-
going to lose
he-
like
he was
McAllister
at
and that.
Tottenham.
Yeah, they are.
He was the guy that's the recruitment, wasn't he at Tottenham before?
He was before. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're doing good and Chelsea are just dreadful.
But it's crazy to say, but obviously,
I'm glad. That's
Yeah.
the team I despise the most out of all teams.
Really?
Yeah.
Chelsea, yeah?
Yeah.
More than Sunderland?
Yeah, more than anyone. No, honestly, Sunderland ain't a problem.
Okay, yeah.
I just hate Chelsea. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I'm from round there, and then
Okay.
everyone supports
Nah, it
them.
makes
And,
sense.
and even when they're losing, all they want to say is, "Yeah, but we won this." And I'm like, it's not about. We're talking about today. What happened today? Not like
Yeah.
2 years ago or
Sounds
3
like
years
United
ago.
fans.
Yeah. No, I don't get that from United fans, you know. I don't really get that from United fans. It's Chelsea fans. That's their comeback to their argument.
Yeah.
Well, we got stars on our show, or we've had the best 20 years or whatever. I'm like, it's not about that, man. You're dead now.
Yeah.
Boy. So obviously Lampard's coming for a second stint. What do we think of that? Chelsea appointing Lampard?
Why did he do it to himself?
What's bounce back of a manager, bro? This is like bouncing a cricket ball, man.
That's
Terrible.
3 defeats, 3 games, 3 defeats as well. It's like
Told you nothing's changed, man.
Nothing's gonna
When
change.
he left them and his comeback is just continued.
what do we think Chelsea should have done instead of appointing Lampard? Obviously, we all can agree that it was a bad appointment.
I said this to you guys. Roy Hodgson would have been better. Don't you think Roy Hodgson would
Are
have?
you being serious?
Look who he's in with Crystal Palace, the worst team.
But do you like Vieira had some mad tough games, and then the games got easier? Do you think he would have won some of them, or do you
Roy
think he
Hodgson?
would- No,
Sorry, who?
Vieira. Do you think
Vieira.
Vieira would have
Oh.
won some of the games?
I don't know, man.
Look at the stats of the goals they scored since he left.
But to be fair, like Eze wasn't starting with Vieira and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So the goals.
At least he's balling again.
Scored, yeah. The stats changed, man.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, they should. Like, they're just killing Lampard, man. They shouldn't have done it. Like, he shouldn't have gone there. They shouldn't have asked him more. They should have just got someone different and then just reset, end of the season, and go again. Obviously, they might do that, but
they're on the beach now, isn't it? They're on the beach, Chelsea.
They don't want to get that Europa Conference or nothing like that.
I mean, I'd love to see them in it though.
They got some big games. Like I said, they've got United now. They've got United. You got Arsenal.
They got us last game of the season.
Do you think they'll turn up in these type of games?
Bridge.
Like, do you think
They ain't got nothing to play for.
But sometimes that makes a team like they're fearless.
And I've got a story to tell. When they had nothing to play for and we was going for the league, suddenly turned up for us. So
yeah, but you're Tottenham though. Right? It's different. Like,
but they'll turn up against Arsenal. That's what I'm saying. You just never know.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There's been some games I'm being like, I need you lot to win these games for us, like, and you're just not doing it. I ain't got no faith in Chelsea or whatsoever. I just keep losing, man.
I'm enjoying it as well.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
At this point, it's become the norm of them losing and not winning. Like
It is.
I'm not shocked by it.
Wow, you see Modric, he's got the most assists for them. He's got two.
He's got two. Yeah, he's got two assists.
Came in January as well.
Yeah,
No way.
And one was yesterday.
No
He's got
way.
the most assists.
And the first one was some fluky assist. I remember it. I can't remember who against, but it was some fluky assist.
Obviously, let's not move too far away from Brighton. Obviously, you got to say what a superb job they're doing, and how well they're doing as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're 4 points off from Spurs, as we've already said. Where do we think they will end up? In Europe, or?
Do you know what they got? Like, so Villa's above them, but they got a couple games. Is it 1 or 2 games in hand over Villa? I think they got to play Villa as well.
Yeah, they do.
So see how that will pan out.
I think they've got to play City as well.
Yeah, they
Play
have.
Arsenal as well.
Yeah.
Play Man United as well.
It's a mad running, isn't it?
Wow.
They've got a tough
It's not a
run.
great run.
Yeah, they got tough run.
But they're a good team.
Yeah,
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just write them off. Like, maybe the City game. But you're not gonna. I don't think you just write them off any of the games. Like, they're just gonna lose. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But see, I don't know. I think they could get a Europe spot.
I think definitely conference. Probably.
Yeah.
Because like I said, Brentford on the beach now, man. I think they gave it away yesterday now.
But what do we think? Do we think they should obviously throw everything at the FA Cup semi-final against United?
Oh yeah, they
or
would.
should they focus on the league though?
They will throw it at the cup, man.
Throw it at the cup, innit?
Yeah.
I think both.
Both, yeah.
I mean, semi-final is just a one-off game.
Yeah.
Once you win that, you're in the final. You just wait for the final to the end of the season.
Yeah.
They done
I
it to
think
us
they
as
will.
well, no? When they beat us.
Yeah, I think they should just go for that. Yeah.
Go for the FA
Yeah,
Cup,
I think
innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course, man. You go. Because
It
again,
don't make sense
automatic.
not to.
That's an automatic spot in Europa.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if they were to beat us and go play City in the final, they could probably beat City. One game.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
one game.
one game. You
One-off
never know,
game,
bro.
One-off game, yeah. Yeah, fair, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Europe and an FA Cup for Brighton, that'd be a very successful year for them, man.
Most definitely.
A lot of teams like just surprised, like having good seasons that you wouldn't have even thought of.
But I'm saying Villa come out of nowhere. Villa have come out of
Bro, they
nowhere.
was like by Chelsea, like 10th, 11th, whatever, and then look at them. That's what a run of games can do for you.
I think that's what 10 wins and 11 or something like that for Villa.
Yeah.
Something crazy like that. That's what I heard.
They've got like I think they got 22 points out of a possible 24 or something like that.
Something crazy.
It
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
it was us and them that had the most points, I think.
Yeah, and then Villa.
Yeah.
They've won 5 games in a row, like in the Prem. now.
And you got Watkins. How many goals he scored in a row now?
I think
It's 10. I think it's 10 and 11 or something like that.
Something
Something
crazy
like that, yeah.
Yeah, because they were comparing it to Vardy as well yesterday on TV.
So you see this Watkins form. Do you think it's like temporary?
I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so, you know.
You think this is like him leveling up?
He's had these patches before where he goes and gets some good form in that, but I don't know.
There's a patches though. He's not going to be the player to, I think, be consistent every
That's
season.
what I'm saying. Is it just a temporary thing or
Yeah,
like?
yeah.
Is he,
I think it
It
is.
could be Emery as well, though, man.
Yeah, man.
he said he's been studying the runs of who was it? The 2 players he was studying their runs. Emery told him to study their runs. Oh my god.
Oh, it was Cavani.
Cavani and
yeah, it was Cavani.
was it Henri? What?
I don't know.
Cavani and someone I can't remember.
I remember them saying it on TV yesterday. It was Cavani though. I do remember that yesterday. Yeah.
But he's dangerous in behind.
Yeah, and he chases everything.
Yeah.
Chases everything.
And he's strong as well.
yeah, yeah.
But the thing about him, he misses a lot of chances as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have scored more
That's what I'm
against.
saying.
He could have
He
scored
could have
more
scored in the
against.
first minute.
Liverpool.
He could have scored in the first minute.
Yeah, the
yesterday.
post.
Yeah.
Then couple Pope saved.
Yeah.
Didn't he ever one disallowed?
Yeah, he did.
One disallowed is what offside. Yeah. Yeah, man.
You lot played them when away? Is it away fixture you played them or?
No, we got to go to Villa Park in May.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another big game there as well.
Lots of big games. This is a good season.
It is a good season. Yeah,
It's
it is.
exciting season.
Fine. Stressful, but exciting.
Man.
I'm happy with it. However it turns out now, we've had a great season. Obviously I prefer Champions League, but however it pans out,
Yeah, as long as you're in Europe, I think that's it.
I'm
Yeah.
good with it. Yeah.
You've already secured Europe, I think.
Yeah, definitely secured.
Yeah,
Europe,
Europe is
definitely secured. Yeah,
You just have
definitely.
to like crack on next season.
You reckon you're one big signing away now to change that complete era now, like just like you lot are the new powerhouse sort of coming into this.
Maybe not one signing.
A
We
marquee
need.
sign. Who would be your marquee sign to say, you know, like see how City got Robinho? Who would be your
It's a
marquee
good question.
sign?
A very good question.
I don't know. I haven't thought of like. I'm just thinking of filling positions that need to be filling, not
Yeah.
like
Big
we need to
players,
get this
big
big
names.
player. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not important to me. Getting a big player, making a statement with it. I just want for this position. Like I said, I like Matoma. I would love him to come to us, but he's not like some mad superstar. Like
He's
do you know
low
what I'm
key.
saying?
He's low key.
Yeah, like that's what I want. Just players to fill the positions.
Obviously, the names you're being linked with, obviously, Kieran Tierney from Arsenal left back.
Yeah, I think that'd be good for us.
Obviously, Declan Rice has been linked with you lot. James Maddison's been linked with you lot.
Madison, I've been wanting him since the beginning of the season, since the transfer window opened and we've been bidding for him. I think we could get that one over the line. That would be a good signing for
That'd
us.
be a big
'Cause
signing.
we need that. I think we need a. Bruno plays there, but he's creative. Bruno can play further up the park. Do you know what I mean? So I would want someone sitting there, like a Declan Rice or someone. But yeah, I don't know.
Would you replace St. Maximin? Replace someone?
Would I replace it, Maxwell?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matoma.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
Fair enough. I hear
after
it.
one season though, remember it's only one season he's had. I hear it. He's been balling, but
I just think he's got it in him. You know, like
You can see it with certain players, innit? You can see
yeah,
they got
he's
it,
just got it in him. It seems like.
He's just about his game. That's it. He doesn't care about anything. He's about football. Though. Head down. He just goes by it.
Like I would definitely take him over Maxi, 100%.
Do you think, as soon as you're here, Newcastle fan, do you think Newcastle can do what City have done over the past few years? Not now.
I don't.
next
I
year,
do. I do feel. Do you know what I feel? This is what I've said. All right. So obviously, you lot won the league before. You lot won the league before. You've never won it. I think the teams that have never won it, we're going to be the next one to win it.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like out of the ones that have already won it, we're going to be the next one. And I'm not saying next season. I'm not saying the season after.
Eventually.
But eventually, we're going to be the next team to win the Premier League who hasn't already won it.
And do you know what I respect about obviously your owners as well, yeah, is the way they're conducting themselves and the business they're conducting as well. They're not just going, yeah, we're just going to throw money at this person. It's very, there's a strategy to what you are doing, and it's actually
you
working.
got invest in all like the academy as well.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, like the training ground. They're thinking of like adding to the stadium and stuff like that. I think even moving the training ground.
Yeah, because apparently,
somewhere else.
apparently it's not great. Your training
Yeah,
ground,
no, they've done it up, but I think they're planning on moving it. I think, but yeah, just the way like Eddie Howe's not just like, oh, he's available and he's a good player. He like mentally, like he has to fit
There's a method,
in. Yeah,
there's
he
a
has to
method,
fit in. Every player we buy has to fit into what we're doing.
ethos, yeah.
They
Right
have to be the right player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Not just buying you because you're available and you've got a name. Like we're not on that, and we're not just going and spending crazy like Man City did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're just buying marquee players.
PSG,
Yeah.
I think you'll get to that point though at one time where you're gonna start.
Maybe eventually.
Yeah, I think
Because
we'll-
like to win things, you have to.
yeah.
Like, but,
Yeah, you have to.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think the structure is important right now, and how they're doing it. I'm super happy with how it's going.
I reckon in the years, if Man United get overtaken by the Qatar bids, big if right now, but if it happened, I think in the next 5 years, I think Man United, Newcastle, and City will be those teams where it's just going to be just too much power and too much.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they're going to get all the big players are going to go to them.
See, even like now, like bro, you listen to TalkSport. We never used to get mentioned. Our names like everywhere now. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And this is just the beginning. It's been like just over a year or however long it's been like so far, and yeah, our name's just ringing bells now, and it's just the beginning. So in 2-3 years, don't get me wrong, next season we could end up 17th. You never know what could happen. Something mad might happen, but the way it's going is that we're just going to keep building and building.
Progress is there to be seen.
Yeah, and then we're just going to slowly become one of the big six, and hopefully start winning trophies, man.
Well,
We
you
nearly
don't
did this season and we got to the final. That was great for us getting there.
You don't think you're part of the Big Six now?
Nah, I won't.
No,
This
later.
season, but not cemented.
Yeah,
the Big
yeah.
Six, we're not cemented in the Big Six. It's too early for that. It's one season. Do you reckon we are?
I think so now.
Yeah.
Now,
Just with the players you've got now.
so who we kick,
Nah,
who
I
we
wouldn't
kick,
say not
who we
yet,
kicking
not
out the
yet.
top 6?
Not yet. Not yet. But I want to ask you, final question though, with regards to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself win the Premier League in the next 5 years?
5 years too soon?
Yeah, I don't. If we keep going at the rate we're going at, because no one expected this from us this season.
Yeah.
So if we keep going at this rate, then it's possible. But I think 5 years is realistically too soon. I think challenging. I think we could be challenging within the 5 years, but to actually win it, it's possible. But I realistically, I don't think so.
It took City they come in 2008.
Something like
They
that.
come in 2008. It took City 4, 5. It took City 4 years.
Yeah.
So
Mancini won it, didn't he?
yeah, in 2012.
Yeah,
so I mean,
it
it's
is possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
And their model wasn't as good as yours to begin with.
Yeah, they're just throwing money at stuff, innit? Yeah.
So I don't see why not.
But I think like the Liverpool being bad, Chelsea being bad has helped you guys a lot.
And
That's another
I was
thing
saying
we
to
forget.
someone the other day, they're not going to stay bad.
No,
These
no,
two
no.
teams are not just going to, they're not overnight just
Of course.
become them, the teams that in them
yeah.
positions, and that's them now. They will be back.
They'll be back.
Do you know
They'll
what
be
I'm
back
saying?
next season. They'll be back.
Yeah,
next
that's
season.
what I'm saying. I don't know. I think maybe, I don't know. I don't think both of them would be back next season. I think Liverpool might need 2 years.
Chelsea
I think Chelsea might be back next season.
Yeah, I reckon as
Depends
well.
who they get though.
They'll get someone.
Yeah, I think Chelsea. If any of the two are back next season, I think it's Chelsea. I think Liverpool need a little bit longer.
Because they ain't got the funds.
It depends on their recruitment. It just boils down to their recruitment, innit?
Yeah,
I agree,
but
man.
they're out of the race for Bellingham
Yeah.
now.
But if Newcastle get Champions League, if you guys get it this year, that's going to accelerate your
Because then the
your
level of
process.
players we can buy.
exactly with the money you can offer them.
Yeah. Then it does. Yeah.
Then it's like maybe you can win Premier 5 years if you get Champions League this year, because like I said, it's accelerating.
Eddie
your
Howe,
thing.
though?
Do you know what?
If
This is
he's
everyone's
doing
saying he's not gonna. They're gonna sack him and get someone else. I'm not saying. All right, but what if he does well next season?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
obviously he's going to be the next season. Like, you can't. He might be a really good manager and good enough to do it. He's just never had the chance to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Remember,
He's never had the team to do it with.
He was linked with Arsenal with the Arsenal job a few years ago and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
I think I like how he moves personally.
And he's a young manager. He's got a lot to
I
learn.
like
He
how
will
he
grow.
moves, and that he's done really well. I think, give him a shot. I don't see why not. Like, I wouldn't be in a rush to get rid of him. If we went for a little bad patch, I wouldn't be saying, "Oh, we got to get rid of him now."
Where did he go after Bournemouth?
took a break. Took a break.
He's
Took a break.
going on Sky Sports and stuff.
Respect it.
He was going. He was traveling around Europe, taking coaching sessions.
He's
and learning
into
and
it.
that.
Yeah,
He's like
he's about it.
He's into
I
it.
tip him to be an England manager in the future. To be honest with you,
Yeah, not yet.
not in the future. I said in the future. In the future. But
Yeah, they were. Yeah, because when they was talking about Southgate leaving or whatever and of not signing a new contract,
his name
was getting thrown
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But he put that. He was like, "No, I'm doing something here."
This is a big project for him as well.
Yeah.
You want to stay there as long as possible.
Like, I don't see why anyone, like, even I just read something like about Bruno Gomes going in the summer maybe, like to Real Madrid or something. He ain't going nowhere. Why would you want to go?
I mean, when Real Madrid come calling, it's different, don't it?
Do you think like this whole takeover thing as well? Like I remember I was thinking of this like months ago when it happened. This whole like takeover like has not only a good thing financially, but like it's helped your players that are there right now step up because they want to stay there. They don't want to leave now. So that's probably why you guys are performing the way you perform, because they've stepped up to the plate.
I don't know if it's that or if it's Eddie
You think?
getting the best out of them.
Who was the manager before Eddie?
Bruce.
Steve Bruce.
Yeah, but Bruce was never cut. Bruce was never going to be cut out for it, though.
Just give them the ball, just go and kick football. like, do you know what I mean? Nothing, no tactics.
Yeah, but Bruce was
no
never gonna cut
style
out,
of
though.
play. Yeah, he's dead. He was dead.
Old school.
But
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think Eddie knows how to get the best out of a player. That's what I just feel like.
Eddie's a coach as well. He's
Yeah,
actually
I
a
feel
coach.
like he knows like how to get the best out of a player. So yeah, I don't think it's just like, oh yeah, we got money, so I need to step up my game because we got money. I think he's coaching them and getting their best, because like some of these players was there when Bruce was there, like, and he was there
they were bad.
when the money first came. I know it was only for a little period, yes.
Was it him that put Joel in centre mid? Or was he? Because remember he started off. He was a full
Yeah, I
striker,
think it was Bruce.
It was Bruce,
Yeah, I think it was Bruce that
It was
done
Bruce,
that. Yeah. Now look at that. That's a massive transformation, bro.
Yeah.
Massive.
Willock as well. He's changed it as well. Like,
Yeah, like
stepped up.
most of the players that was in the team, Shaw as well,
Almiron.
Miggy, yeah.
Botman.
No,
Botman-
Botman was a
Botman-
signing.
No, but I'm saying he's come in and he's like actually like
Like
Not Jacob Ramsey, Jacob Murphy. sorry.
Murphy. I think that Murphy started a couple games, but I don't think he can keep that. I think he just. I'm in the team, like excited. Boom, boom. I was saying like, don't start him against Villa. Don't even against Brentford. I think I said I wouldn't start him. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He didn't do that well against Brentford. Gordon ended up coming on, and against obviously no one done well against Villa, but yeah, it's one of the things. But yeah, man, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Well, to conclude then, boys, we're going to do a little prediction for Leeds versus Liverpool tomorrow. What do you reckon? How do you reckon that's going to go?
Where is it again? Leeds
Ellen-
home?
Ellen Road,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ellen Road. Ooh.
he's beat them last time at Anfield, didn't he?
To be fair, I got Harrison on my fantasy, hoping Leeds might turn him over. You know.
So what do you reckon? You can't really call that one. I think Liverpool win. I think Liverpool win.
I'm gonna go for a draw.
Oh, it's a shout.
I'm gonna go for a draw.
I mean, usually not usually, but last season I would have said, I can see Leeds doing something, but right now that I don't see it, to be honest.
Who's the manager now? Like that's coming or they haven't won yet?
What's his name? Is it Rudy Garcia or something Garcia?
No, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, it's Garcia. I forgot his first name.
I know his face. I just don't know the name.
Yeah, his name something Garcia.
Man, I think probably. I don't know.
Watford,
They're just
man.
bad at each other. They're both leaky, man.
Yeah.
They both can crumble,
Yeah,
but
I think
hard to
Liverpool.
call.
I think Liverpool will just do it though.
I think Leeds got too many injuries to their first team. Like, they have a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
That's why they're where they are. So I see Liverpool winning it. Yeah.
It might be a Liverpool win still.
No one to give a score prediction.
I'm gonna say Liverpool 2-0 or 3-1.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Don't know, man.
Just say anything, man.
2-1.
I'll go for 2-1 Liverpool as well. I'll go for
Yeah.
2-1 Liverpool as well.
We'll see how that one pans out.
Yeah, man. But gentlemen, that's all you got time for though. Thank you for coming as always, Mr. Arthur. Thank you for coming as well,
Thanks
man.
for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Have you back again soon, yeah?
Yeah, whenever, man. I'm here.
End of the season, see where everyone ends up. Yeah.
Oh, that was the best. That was a
I'll
good
see,
one.
I'll see you in the comments as well.
That'll be a
We'll
good
definitely
one.
have you on again as well. But that's all you got time for. Thank you for obviously watching, sticking with us as well. As always, like, comment, subscribe, follow the page, obviously the sports show page, obviously the main page, Benchviews TV. I've been your host, Joey, Niko,
Peace.
Carlos, Mr. Artua. Pleasure. Thank you. See you again next week.
Thank you very much.